This will be a video chart on POZN, POZN Incorporated. A lot of hoopla going on with this one the past few days. Just got approved by the FDA, and I don't think this was a day quite a few people were expecting, but nonetheless, it is what it is. So I want to get the chart here and kind of go over what's been going on. You don't even really have to know that something is happening. All you have to do is look at the volume. Pretty much the past 3 days has been picking up, and then today just gigantic volume. But what it looks like to me was there's a lot of people playing the rumored thing that it would be approved, and then now that it was approved, that was where people were taking profit. So it's looking like a classic example of buy the rumor and sell the news. The rumor was, hey, they're going to be approved, it's looking good, and that's what this whole portion was here. And then the news came out that, hey, we're approved, and then people were selling it to take their profits. So nonetheless, the daily chart is still hanging in there barely, and I'll go over what I mean by that. And we'll just kind of map out what it's showing from the daily chart perspective. So the first thing, and this is kind of what the chart is hinging on right now, but we had this previous high here, which has been doing a good job acting as support, and it basically did once more today. Make this extra thick because it is a pretty important level. But we had a high over here back in March, which was at 989, and then you can see the price pulled back here and was flirting right around with this area quite a few days. Did a good job of acting as support, and then bounced the price back up. And then today, with the wild action, you can see the price came down here and hit a low of 995, so only 6 cents off. So essentially the same thing. And really, this is going to be the key level for the chart, for the daily chart perspective, that is. And the reason I say that, if this level doesn't hold, then the next support level is not until down here at the 50-day simple moving average. Right now, that's valued at 876. Granted, that will change as days go by, but being the 50-day, there's quite a few days factored into the formula, so it's not going to be as it won't fluctuate as much as the 5-day or the 10-day or anything like that moving average. And if this one can hold, then really the next support level isn't until down at this previous high area here, which basically matches right up with the 200-day simple moving average, which is that orange line there. So make that just a different color, but that was the wrong choice considering the 200 days that color. There we go. So these are pretty much the 3 areas of support. Once more, people have been asking me, well, what's kind of the break point to where the daily chart really starts to kind of take a turn, and that's going to be this level here. If you get a close below it, yes, it'll technically still be in an uptrend because we'll still be above this increasing 50-day. But from an apparent standpoint, this level really does need to hold, because if you start to get closes below it, that's kind of the chart tilting this way and getting ready to go into a bigger pullback. But if anything, I will probably be looking to buy, at the 50-day or maybe down here if it does drop that low, because it was good news today, and I think right now it's just a lot of profit taking. Like I said, buy the rumor, sell the news. So I think the overall health of the chart will be okay in the long run, but for right now, I think this level is going to kind of determine how deep of a pullback we get. If this can hold, then hopefully this will just $10 will essentially be the new base of this broader move. But if this one can hold, then I wouldn't be surprised to see it drop down back into the 7s and give the 200-day a test. But overall, that's where the chart stands right now. Resistance levels are essentially where they were. Going into the day, we had this previous high, which will be acting as resistance, and then we have this area up here. But I think the key concern and key thing to watch right now is just what support levels are going to actually kick in and be support. So far, so good with the 989, but we'll have to see what the rest of the week happens. If there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody, and it's all free. We've been making some good money together on our alerts, so I'd encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One last time, this was POZN. Thanks for listening.